Welcome to my second lecture on electrochemistry. Today we are going to observe the different types of half cells and their chemical reactions as well as determination of EMF of the cells and some Faraday related informations. Okay, and moreover we will discuss about the electrochemical series also in this class. Let us see. First we have to observe the few things in this one. That is electrode potential. What is the meaning of electrode potential? What is the redox equilibrium? Metal, how we can say there is an equilibrium established in all this study. So in this, when you take metal zinc, that should be, a metal rod should be introduced in its corresponding ionic solution. That is why zinc is said to be introduced in its corresponding ionic solution, that means salt solution containing zinc ions. So then what will happen between these zinc ions and zinc metal, there will be an equilibrium will be established, and the zinc metal reactive and it loses electrons to form zinc ions. That is called as oxidation. So equilibrium shift to right. So what is the meaning of this one is when equilibrium shift to right, when what is the potential difference, why it is negative, that will come to know. See, when you see the three diagrams on top, we have in the extreme left side of this one where the beaker is there, we have zinc rod introduced and its zinc ions. So it is giving ions and zinc rod around the zinc, inside the zinc rod here, see the negative charge. Zinc ions are coming outside. And outside that zinc rod, where zinc ions are there, that's why here shown a positive charge. And over the plate, we have negative charges. So then we cannot measure the potential in these cases. So potential difference of zinc Zn2 plus is negative. How is noticed is nothing but the voltage of zinc Zn2 plus cannot be measured. The reason is nothing but here positive charges. ABS electrode potential can't measured here. This is only difference in electrode potential can be observed. What is ABS means? Absolute potential cannot be easily measured by taking one single electrode. That is the meaning of it. So potential difference is negative, but that potential difference cannot be easily measured is the meaning of it absolutely. So we have to connect this one with another one. So if you take copper metal present in copper ionic solution, here also there is a 2 electron change is observed, and is a reduction process, equilibrium also established, and here also between copper and copper ions there is a difference, potential difference is developed, that is positive, but how this is positive cannot be easily, that means absolute potential cannot be easily measured using this information. So we cannot connect like this. So because we have positive, negative, two terminals are required. And let us see. So it is possible when we connect one electrode with another electrode. How it is possible? See, we have zinc electrode, zinc half cell is there, copper half cell is there. There are two half cells to make a voltaic cell. So to prepare a voltaic cell, what is the necessary and sufficient condition is nothing but two half cells. So in one half cell there should be an oxidation takes place, in the another half cell there should be a reduction takes place. Then what will happen? There will be a cell reaction is possibilities there. So in this different kinds of pictures, connecting both the half cells zinc and cathode with a wire or salt bridge, easily we cannot measure usually, but we can have to use the salt bridge also in this one. So in this what will happen? Zinc vessel is there, that means a zinc electrode containing vessel is there that contains excess of zinc ions are there, and whereas copper is there, copper vessel is there containing negatively charged electrons are there, so excess of negative ions are there, so electron unable to flow due to this kind of connectivity. So that's why we have used the salt bridge and connected both the rods with the voltmeter. Then after what happened is nothing but the circuit will be completed. The external circuit, flow of electrons, complete circuit will be there, and salt bridge will allows the flow of ions to complete the circuit. So in the salt bridge we kept potassium nitrate also is the important material, and it maintains the zinc ions increase, and nitrate ions flow in the balance in the excess of Zn2 place. That means any kind of ion which is excess developed charges should be balanced by the salt bridge, and copper ions are decreasing. Excess of negative charge is developed in the copper vessel. So that's why to maintain the charges, K plus ions flow in a balanced loss balance loss of Cu2 plus ions can be noticed. So finally, what happens in the zinc half cell? We have an oxidation takes place, so oxidation half reaction, and in the copper half cell reduction reaction takes place. Both the combination of these half cell reactions is net reaction is Zn plus Cu2 plus gives rise to Zn2 plus Cu. We have obtained it is a cell reaction. So what for this salt bridge asked means you can easily tell that it is maintain the electrical neutrality. The salt bridge is required, and in this NO3 minus flow in the balance to balance the excess of positive ions, and K plus ions will flow into balance the excess of negative ions. That means to balance the neutral charges, K plus and NO3 minus ions from the salt bridge will be utilized. Okay. Let us look into this zinc and copper voltaic cell diagram one more time. How we have discussed about the potential difference means the measure of potential difference can be understand from voltmeter here connected. We got 1.1 volts for this Daniel cell, and voltmeter across EMF we notice there is 1.1 volts in this diagram that is connected to this zinc as well as this copper electrodes. In between them, the salt bridge is there in the cell diagram. That means representation of a cell in a simple manner in the formula based here without writing a diagram. We can write it. Left side we can use the anode, and right side we can use the cathode. And both the metal and metal ions. That means in between metal and metal ion there will be a vertical line will be present, that is separation, that means that is an electrode, and metal is in contact with this ion means that can be represented using this vertical line. And the same way the zinc, from zinc to copper, this whatever the flow is there, electron, the electric current, that can also be here shown in this picture, and Cu2 plus ions in aqueous solution will be taking the electrons to give copper. So this is the representation. Right side we have cathode is there, and left side we have anode is there. Oxidation half reaction and reduction half reaction separated by a double parallel line. That means vertical parallel line is there. That is called a salt bridge. So in this representation of salt bridge is this one only. Okay. So this is one observation of Daniel cell. Moving on to zinc silver voltaic cell. That means if you combine silver and zinc electrodes, then what is the potential difference they have noticed is they have noticed 1.56 volts, and here they have taken zinc is anode and silver is cathode. In this one, zinc half cell is giving a oxidation reaction, and silver half cell is giving a this reduction reaction. While that of potential voltmeter is noticed 1.5 volts of potential, and once the salt bridge is maintaining the charges, the flow of this Zn2 plus ions, balancing Zn2 plus ions by NO3 minus, balancing of the loss of Ag plus ions by K plus ions is maintained by salt bridge containing KNO3. That is function is nothing but maintain electrical neutrality. Okay, so that is about zinc and silver. While that of copper and silver, if you observe copper and silver, where they have taken copper as anode and silver as cathode. In this, notice that the EMF value in the voltmeter is 0.46 volts, whereas the representation copper is in the left side, silver is the right side. In between them, there is a double vertical line, parallel vertical line is informed, that is given that is salt bridge only. The flow of electrons here takes place, and maintaining the charges by salt bridge is also shown. So what is the net reaction copper and silver is Cu plus 2Ag plus gives rise to Cu2 plus 2Ag, means copper is undergoing oxidation, which is serves like an anode, and zinc electrode, zinc ions are taking electrons from 2 electrons from the copper. That means 2 silvers are there in the balanced equation in the reaction. See, to understand all these things, that means to find the single electrode potential, it is quite difficult by doing the experiments like we have done earlier. But what is a reference electrode, anybody asks, then that reference electrode must be used to find each and individual electrode potential of every metallic and non-metallic electrodes. So that is considered as hydrogen electrode. We can call it as SHE, standard hydrogen electrode. So we will move on to this discussion, that is standard hydrogen electrode, that is nothing but it is a reference electrode. All cell potentials can be measured against it, and condition for this one are there important conditions are the one is concentration should be 1 molarity, pressure should be 1 atmosphere, and temperature should be 298 Kelvin as well as the inert electrode, platinum electrode should be required. Okay, and coming to another point here, we have types of half cells are there. Different types of half cells are there, and in that first we will indicate metal symbol, then after one vertical line, then metal ion. For example, you take zinc is there, zinc single electrode, how it can be containing the standard conditions are nothing but pure zinc metal should be taken, and concentration of the zinc salt should be 1 molarity, pressure of this one is 1 atmosphere pressure, any of the gases are liberating from it, and the temperature is 298 Kelvin should be there. This is the standard conditions. In the standard conditions, zinc half cell can be connected to the standard hydrogen electrode to find the zinc electrode potential. And moving on to this iron cases, we have Fe3 plus and Fe2 plus are there. So Fe3 plus when converts into Fe2 plus, that is the reduction. And in this case, what will happen is this platinum is introduced as a rod electrode, and here platinum electrode, and concentration of Fe2 plus Fe3 plus is 1, pressure is 1 atmosphere, temperature is 298 taken. This can also be connected to hydrogen electrode to find its potential. And moving on to another gas ion, that means another type of half cell gas we have, that is gas. Suppose chlorine gas is there, that should be in contact with its corresponding ionic solution like HCl, Cl minus ion should be there, and the gas chlorine gas should be taken separately here with 1 atmosphere pressure, and concentration of solution is HCl is 1 molarity, temperature is 298 Kelvin. Platinum electrode should be taken here in this construction of gas ion type of half cell to connect with the hydrogen electrode. So finally, if you observe these conditions, that diagrammatical observation of hydrogen electrode, if you observe, this is the picture. In this picture, hydrogen gas is taken 1 atmosphere pressure, and platinum wire is also here introduced, and hydrogen gas is coming in contact with the Cl minus H plus ions. Here hydrogen gas in contact with the liquid here, and what will happen here, H plus converts into H2 gas. See, this is H plus convert into H2 gas, H plus convert into H2 gas. That means there are 2 H plus ions taking 2 electrons to give 1 mole of H2. So 1 molarity H plus ion solution should be there in this. This is a platinum coated with the platinum oxide black the plate should be introduced here, which will increase the surface area of absorption of hydrogen gas and catalyze the equilibrium between hydrogen and H plus ions, and that equilibrium is H2 gives rise to 2H plus 2E minus. So now we can observe how the standard electrode potential is useful to find the absolute potential, that means potential value, electrode potentials. These are actually single electrodes. If you take, you can't measure the absolute potential, but we can measure the absolute potential using this reference electrode, hydrogen electrode connected with the corresponding half cells which are required. See, we have types of half cells are there. This zinc, iron, gas ion we have shown, and if it is connected with the hydrogen electrode, then what will happen is this E naught value of the zinc electrode we have calculated is E naught cell using this voltmeter, and this well that of this iron cases, that means Fe3 plus and Fe2 plus ion type of half cell is there. For this this is also connected with this hydrogen electrode, strand hydrogen electrode, and they found that E naught cell of this ion half cell is plus 0.77 volts they have noticed, while that of the gas ion like chlorine half cell is there, the standard conditions taken, and they have noticed the E naught value of chlorine Cl minus to Cl2 Cl minus, that is plus 1.235. That means these are oxidizing agents which are negative values, they are reducing agents, which we are getting the positive values E naughts in this, they are said to be oxidizing agents, and they will undergo reduction. Let us move on to the another kind we have, that is standard electrode potential of different systems are there. We have in a case of this zinc case is there, we have minus 0.76 we have calculated, iron we have got plus 0.77 in the previous calculation, while that of chlorine we got is plus 1.35 is there. In this list comparison is there, for the zinc 0.76 we got zinc, and for ion Fe3 plus Fe2 plus got that is 77, that is reduction process, while that of this chlorine case, if you observe, that means chlorine reduction here we got plus 1.35. that means reduction potential values list it is. In this list zinc, iron and chlorine values here shown. In this the E naught cell potential is said to be EMF of the volts, EMF in volts. EMF produces when half cell connect to the standard electrode potential of the hydrogen electrode of the conditions. So standard electrode potential written as standard reduction potential. So in this list we have all are called as the standard reduction potential values only. Oxidation potential value is opposite sign to that of this reduction potential value. Let us move on to the zinc cell, how it can be giving this value minus 0.76 value and all from a simple diagram. That is in experiment we have connected zinc to hydrogen electrode. Here see, zinc half cell oxidation reaction, hydrogen half cell reduction reaction taking place. In this zinc is undergoing reduction and hydrogen is also undergoing reduction. There are two diagrams given because we need the reduction potential value of zinc only in this experiment. For that we will use the E naught cell is equals to E naught cathode minus E naught anode formula. Using this formula, that cathode value don't know, that is zinc, anode value don't know, that is E naught value of zinc, but cathode hydrogen is considered as 0. So reference electrode E naught value always considered 0 here. So total E naught cell value of zinc noticed as minus 0.76 is the reduction potential value, while that of the value obtained in the voltmeter is 0.76 with the zinc and hydrogen, between zinc and hydrogen, that indicates that zinc is undergoing oxidation, means oxidation potential value is 0.76, reduction potential value is minus 0.76. So positive with high electrode potential indicates that potential is cathode. So 0 is greater than minus 0.76, that is why zinc is considered as anode, and negative value zinc is considered as anode, hydrogen is considered as cathode. So electrons flow from anode to cathode, from zinc to hydrogen. Because of that one only we are saying H plus is taking the electrons, forming a hydrogen gas. That means these electrons are coming from the anode, zinc anode. Let us move on to another kind of ion type of half cell, how it is connected to hydrogen electrode. Hydrogen electrode is taken as anode in this one, and this ion Fe, ferric and ferrous, this electrode is taken as cathode. And once the EMF calculated from the voltmeter got 0.77 volts, while that of the electrons required for the reduction of ferric to ferrous are said to be coming from the reaction from anodic reaction. So there what happens, this H2, whatever half H2 is there, that is converted into H plus 2E minus. In this oxidation reaction which is happening in the hydrogen electrode, which is converting the ferric into ferrous, that's E naught value is plus 0.77, indicates that this reaction is for the oxidizing agent only. Oxidizing agent undergoes reduction, that's why ferric is converted into ferrous. And we have hydrogen and chlorine, that means the chlorine electrode is connected to hydrogen. Hydrogen is considered as anode and chlorine electrode is considered as cathode. And this hydrogen we have oxidation taking place, chlorine electrode we have reduction is taking place, and in this they have calculated the cathode, that means the chlorine electrode potential using this voltmeter water 1.35, means chlorine is a strong oxidizing agent compared to the other one, that is ferric to ferrous. So here we have one electron is coming from the hydrogen electrode, as we have told, that is half H2 is converted into H plus E minus. Okay. And coming to this discussion, in this we have chlorine is there in this list. That chlorine is about plus 1.35 volts is there. And in this reaction also we have used the formula E cell is equals to E cathode minus E anode. Moving on to the galvanic cell case. Now we have zinc and copper is there. The galvanic cell, how we have calculated the 1.1 voltage for this galvanic cell EMF is nothing but, once we calculate zinc is minus 0.76 and copper is plus 0.34 from the standard reference electrode, that is hydrogen electrode, the negative is nothing but a strong reducing agent that will undergo oxidation. That's why zinc is taken at the anode, and a positive E naught value, standard reduction potential value of copper, indicating that copper is said to undergo reduction. It is an oxidizing agent taken in the RHS. So right hand side we have taken cathode copper, and left hand side we have taken zinc, and to connect them with the salt bridge. And finally we have noticed that in this reaction zinc oxidation potential value is plus 0.76 and copper reduction potential value is plus 0.34. The net reaction is giving E naught value of exactly 1.1 volts. That means what is EMF of this Daniell cell or zinc copper voltaic cell is nothing but 1.1 volts. Let us see zinc silver. How zinc silver is calculated? Means zinc value is 0.76 we have. Silver after connecting that one with hydrogen electrode, silver value got is plus 0.8680. So negative value zinc is taken as anode and positive value silver is taken as cathode. In between them salt bridge is there, and using E naught cell is equals to E cathode minus anode, we got the value plus 1.56. And in this case zinc oxidation potential value is taken as plus 0.76 and silver reduction potential value is taken as plus 80 volts. The total is 1.56 noticed in this reaction. It's a spontaneous reaction. Moving on to copper silver cases. If you take copper and silver, copper is slightly smaller than silver value. Copper is plus 0.34, silver is plus 0.80. So in this copper is said to exhibit oxidation half reaction and silver is said to exhibit reduction half reaction. So copper's oxidation potential value is minus 0.34, which will be added to silver's 0.80 value, and finally copper silver half cell voltaic cell EMF value we calculated is 0.46 as per the formula E cell is equals to E cathode minus E anode, or you can write E RHS minus E LHS also. Let us move on to manganese and nickel voltaic cell. Manganese and nickel voltaic cell here. How they are calculated here is nothing but manganese value from standard hydrogen electrode we have got is minus 1.19 and nickel is minus 0.26. The big value is nickel, so nickel is taken as cathode and manganese taken as anode. Once the manganese oxidation potential value is noticed as plus 1.19 is added to nickel's reduction potential value of minus 0.26, we got 0.93 volts for the manganese nickel voltaic cell. Now, using platinum electrode, here we have iron and MnO4 manganese permanganate and iron voltaic cell picture here shown, whereas iron is taken as Fe2 plus is taken as anode. From the picture it is very clear that Fe2 plus reduction potential value is minus 0.45. When compared with permanganate, we have permanganate value is plus 1.51 volts is there. So permanganate undergoes reduction and iron undergoes oxidation. So iron's this value, reduction oxidation value here given as minus 0.45. Oxidation value is the opposite, so plus 0.45 added to manganese reduction value is plus 1.51 volts. The total is 1.96 voltage noticed in this permanganate and iron voltaic cell. Moving on to the next one, using platinum electrodes, zinc and this ionic iron, ferrous and ferric voltaic cell. So zinc is minus 0.76 and ferric to ferrous is plus 0.77. So zinc is anode and this ion electrode is cathode. Whereas zinc oxidation potential value is plus 0.76 is added to 0.77 of ferric to ferrous got 1.53 in the voltmeter. Also spontaneous. Coming to zinc and iodine voltaic cell. So zinc and iodine voltaic cell, zinc is 0.76, iodine case is 0.54. And zinc value oxidation potential value is added to iodine value, finally got 1.30 volts in the as the voltaic cells EMF of this one. So this is also spontaneous. Moving on to zinc hydrogen. So what will happen is, how can we find the zinc reduction potential value? Zinc reduction potential value we can find because hydrogen is considered as 0 is a reference electrode and zinc value is minus 0.76. So if you construct zinc and hydrogen voltaic cell, then in that zinc is definitely said to undergo oxidation, so its value will be plus 0.76. So E naught of zinc is oxidation potential value here, which is added to hydrogens. Finally we got positive value. So positive value we are getting means that is also spontaneous reaction. Moving on to platinum and silver. Silver and hydrogen. So if you take hydrogen and silver, in this silver is highly positive value is there compared to hydrogen. So hydrogen is taken as anode and silver is taken as cathode. Once the half cells are added, the net reaction EMF value got is positive value plus 0.80. Come to the next one, hydrogen and ion, that means ferric to ferrous, also the same thing notice, that is 0 value of hydrogen and positive 0.77 value of ferric to ferrous voltaic cell, finally got 0.77 positive value. While that of hydrogen and chlorine voltaic cell, if you want to prepare, that of chlorine is a highly positive value of 1.35 is there, hydrogen is 0.00 is there. So the total definitely will become plus 1.35 volts for this hydrogen chlorine voltaic cell. Now let us finish up the things with these arrangements. What is this arrangement? This arrangement is standard electrode potential. That means the values we are showing are standard reduction potential values. We can say SRP simply. And standard reduction potential value of hydrogen is considered as 0, which is called as reference electrode. And the above this one, these are all said to be very good reducing agents. That means reducing agent character increases when this E0 value is decreasing. When this E0 value is increasing, we can say they are said to be oxidizing agents. That means strong oxidizing agent will have highly positive value, like fluorine is there. That means if you see this fluorine value plus 2.87 is indicates that fluorine is a strong oxidizing agent. Whereas if you take lithium value here minus 3.04 is there. So it is a strong reducing agent. In this way, the increasing order of E0 values listed, that list we will call it as, that arrangement we will call it as electrochemical series. So here if you see, then observation top left. So top left we have lithium is there. Lithium reduction is value is minus 3.04. Weak oxidizing agent is lithium and a strong reducing agent is also lithium. So reduction is not favorable for this one when this E0 value is highly negative. So here when you are observing it is negative, it will always undergoes oxidation. When E0 value is positive, it will undergoes reduction. So lithium is said to be exhibiting a strong reducing nature with oxidation process only. Why that bottom, extreme bottom side, what is the wrong with this one is nothing but strong oxidizing agent is Fe, so it can take electrons. But it won't leave the electrons. Why? Because it's a weak reducing agent. Oxidation not favorable for this one. Okay. So this is what we have noticed. That is E0 cell potential EMF in volts we are mentioning. EMF when half cell connect to standard hydrogen electrode potential only can be calculated, and standard potential will be written in as standard reduction potential. So whatever the value we are showing in this list and in general also in electrochemistry, that is said to be standard reduction potential only as per the UPSC norms. Okay. Hope you have observed this entire discussion. We will meet in the next lecture. Until bye bye. Thank you.